43 riddles that reveal who you really are. Welcome to a different kind of experience, not just for your eyes, but for your mind and heart. 43 riddles await, not to test your knowledge, but to uncover parts of yourself hidden between images and words. Press start and remember, every answer reflects a part of you. Are you ready? Let's start. Riddle 1. Who falls 7 times, stands up 8, and never asks for applause? This is the voice of silent persistence, the kind of strength that doesn't demand recognition. The answer is the resilient soul. A person like this may go unnoticed, but they're building an inner legacy with each quiet rise. Riddle 2. What burns within guides your feet, but is invisible to everyone else. You feel it in your chest when you're inspired. It's your private engine, untouched by others' opinions. Answer is passion. Not everyone will see your flame, but when it fuels your steps, the world feels your warmth. Riddle 3. What appears during doubt disappears when you're confident, yet always exists. Doesn't leave, you just learn how to live beside it. The answer is fear. Fear isn't a villain. It's a companion that tests your courage every time you choose to act. Riddle 4. What holds you in place when storms rage, yet has no weight or form? It doesn't shelter you physically, but it anchors your mind and steadies your heart. The answer is belief. Belief is the invisible shield. When everything shakes, it tells you where your roots are. Riddle 5. What doesn't speak, but shouts through your actions louder than words? It leads you to fight when it's easier to quit. It shows in your choices more than your quotes. The answer is determination. You don't need slogans. Your persistence speaks for itself with every step forward. Riddle 6. What do you build without bricks, but destroy with doubt and rebuild with truth? It's fragile under lies, but mighty when rebuilt with self-honesty. The answer is self-worth. The construction of self-worth is never permanent. It's a daily rebuild of who you choose to be. Riddle 7. What walks with you into every decision but waits for you to listen? It doesn't interrupt, it whispers, and when you tune in, it never misleads you. The answer is intuition. Sometimes logic steps back, and your inner compass steps forward to guide the way. Every riddle so far opens a door in the soul, and the next door is greater. Riddle 8. Who enters the room quietly yet changes the atmosphere for everyone? They don't demand attention, but when they appear, hearts shift. The answer is emotional presence. You don't have to speak loudly to be felt. Your energy does the talking. Riddle 9. What changes color with your mood, but isn't a thing you wear? It reflects your inner storm or calm, painting your world one feeling at a time. The answer is your perception. Your thoughts tint your reality. Learn to choose peaceful shades. Riddle 10. What shrinks when you're anxious and expands when you're at peace? It's the invisible stage where your mind performs, crowded or calm. The answer is mental space. Anxiety compresses your world. Peace gives your thoughts room to breathe. Riddle 11. What doesn't knock but leaves fingerprints on your heart? A single moment can open you wide, without warning, without permission. The answer is an emotion. Emotions are visitors. Some stay, some pass, but each leaves a mark. Riddle 12. What whispers in noise but roars in silence? You ignore it when the world is loud, but it grows powerful when you're alone. The answer is self-awareness. In silence, you don't hear the world, you hear yourself. Riddle 13. What walks beside you, unseen, but holds your energy in every step? It doesn't show in mirrors, but reflects in your attitude. The answer is your emotional state. Your vibe enters rooms before you do. Choose the one that heals. Riddle 14. What speaks no words, but silences even the loudest minds when it enters? It's not fear, but it quiets thoughts, movements, and even time. The answer is inner peace. Inner peace doesn't ask for permission. It simply arrives and transforms everything. When you are silent, your silence sometimes has more impact than words. Few master it, but it changes everything. This is conscious silence. Not everyone who is silent is weak. Riddle 15. Speaks only when you're ready, but has waited with you for years. It doesn't pressure you. It simply stays silent until you're strong enough to hear. The answer is wisdom. You won't find it in books alone. It grows in silence, then speaks when you're ready to listen. Riddle 16. What shines brightest when others can't see it? You don't need an audience to feel its light. The answer is integrity. It's your quiet glow when no one's watching, and that's where your true strength lives. Riddle 17. What grows when you fall, shrinks when you fake, and thrives with honesty? You don't build it by being perfect. You build it by being real. The answer is emotional maturity. Growth isn't polished, it's messy, reflective, and always honest. Riddle 18. What holds your pain without breaking and your joy without shouting? It's the quiet balance between feeling deeply and acting wisely. The answer is emotional resilience. It's not about suppressing emotion. It's about breathing through it with strength. Riddle 19. What gets stronger when you stop defending it? You protect it like glass, but it's actually steel when embraced. The answer is vulnerability. What you thought was weakness turns out to be your superpower. Riddle 20. What listens more than it speaks and still changes lives? It's found in pauses, eye contact, and true attention. The answer is empathy. You don't need advice. You need someone who understands your silence. Riddle 21. What cannot be forced, but reveals itself when you stop chasing it? The more you grip it, the more it slips, but when you relax, it arrives. The answer is peace of mind. Peace isn't earned through effort. It flows through surrender. Riddle 22. What lives in your chest, echoes in your actions, and rests in truth? You try to silence it, shape it, argue with it, but it remains. The answer is conscience. It doesn't shout, it whispers gently, reminding you who you are. Riddle 23. What do you give away and grow from even when you're hurting? Some think it's foolish, but it creates healing beyond logic. The answer is forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't weakness. It's choosing light over the weight of pain. Riddle 24. What doesn't ask to be seen, but speaks through presence? It's not loud, but it fills the room with awareness. The answer is mindfulness. You won't always notice it, but it's there, making every breath a choice. Riddle 25. What grows in silence, folds into your habits, and defines your future? It's built when no one's watching, but it decides everything. The answer is self-discipline. You shape your destiny in the quiet choices no one sees. Riddle 26. What fades when ignored, flourishes when practiced, and heals without words? The answer is gratitude. Don't wait for something big to feel it. The smallest joys hold the biggest healing. Riddle 27. What invites connection, yet risks rejection with every attempt? You have to dare with it, again and again. The answer is trust. You don't test it, you extend it and hope it's returned with grace. Riddle 28. What speaks through your rhythm, even when words fail? You don't control it, it flows through your energy. The answer is emotional tone. People may forget your words, but they'll remember your emotional music. Riddle 29. What looks weak when broken, but becomes beautiful when restored? Not about hiding the cracks, it's about owning them. The answer is a healed heart. Scars don't ruin a soul, they write its comeback story. Riddle 30. What moves without steps, connects without touching, and lingers long after you've left? You won't see it, but people feel it deep. The answer is your energy. Before you speak, your presence is already saying something. Now begins the deeper stage. Riddle 31. What doesn't lie, but often gets ignored? It speaks in subtle ways and waits for you to believe it. The answer is your body. Doesn't speak with words, but it tells your full story when you're ready to hear it. Riddle 32. What fades when overused, but lights up when offered sincerely? It's everywhere, but only powerful when it's real. The answer is compliments. Words that uplift, when honest, become gifts that echo in someone's heart. Riddle 33. What moves before words and tells the truth faster than speech? You can rehearse sentences, but this reveals what's real. The answer is body language. Every gesture is a whisper from your emotional truth. Riddle 34. What hides nothing even when you try to control it? You can fake a smile, but this leaks out anyway. The answer is micro-expressions. In a blink, your face tells the story your mouth can't. Riddle 35. What says "I care" louder than words? You don't need eloquence, just presence? The answer is eye contact. When eyes meet with intention, trust begins its dance. Riddle 36. Enters the room with you even before you speak. You can change your outfit, but not this. The answer is your posture. How you carry yourself whispers your self-worth. Riddle 37. What can silence a crowd without saying a word? It's the unspoken power that turns attention into respect. The answer is presence. The energy you bring speaks louder than volume ever could. Riddle 38. What holds space, softens tension, and makes you feel heard without interrupting? It doesn't speak, but it listens with intention. The answer is nodding. It's the silent "I'm with you" that makes someone feel safe. Riddle 39. What follows your mood, shapes your energy, and defines your tone before words arrive? You walk it without noticing, but it tells others who you are. The answer is your walk, gait. Every step broadcasts your mindset long before you speak. Riddle 40. What appears spontaneous but often reveals your deepest emotional state? You dismiss it, but it might be the loudest signal in the room. The answer is fidgeting. Restless hands tell stories that the lips never dare to. Riddle 41. What breaks walls or builds them with just a tilt or turn? It's how you listen or how you withdraw. The answer is head movement. A slight nod can bridge hearts. A slight turn can shut the door. Riddle 42. What touches without contact and embraces without arms? It needs no explanation, only sincerity. The answer is a warm smile. Smiles speak hope in a language older than words. Riddle 43. What disappears when you're self-conscious and blossoms with confidence? It's not learned, it's released. The answer is natural expression. You don't need to act. You need to allow yourself to be. Each riddle was a message. Each scene an echo from beyond logic. And even if not all answers were found, perhaps a voice within you quietly spoke. At MotiveSet, we don't offer solutions. We awaken your most meaningful questions.